I told you about the story when I got in trouble with Clarey, right?
No, I don't think so.
I was in Jinhae, Korea, in a bar and very depressed because I was going to have to go back to the boat.
Oh, you have told me
I
that. This
have
is a
told
good
you.
story, but tell it again.
All right.
So this is good.
I'm telling everybody on this story
Yeah, that's
because there's a crazy ending to it. So we'd have to pull out of Chinhae and pull over to Busan the next morning. That was the mission, but I had to be on the boat to do that because I had equipment on the boat. Yada yada yada. But I'd much rather spend it in the bar.
oh yeah.
All right. So I got to talking to this army pilot, and he flew the helicopter run between the two communities, between Busan and Chinhae. He says, "I'll give you a ride."
If I remember, these are two cities on the
Opposite sides
opposite
of a
coast.
peninsula.
Yeah.
A peninsula. It's just a small peninsula. They weren't going to go anywhere. We're out of stores. That submarine had no choice. It just could not pull into Busan that day because there was no room for it.
Hmm.
We had to wait an additional 24 hours. Well, in the condition we were in, there was no place to go.
right.
All right. So we pulled into um, Chennai. So anyway, so I said, oh, that'd be really cool talking to this army pilot. He says, yeah. So the next morning, we're sobering up. We'd both been drinking. He got his mail packages and put them on the helicopter. He says, you have a copy of your orders? And I said, yeah, I always travel with a copy of my orders. Why? Well, just in case something bad happens, we've got a record of you being on board.
Hmm.
Oh, that sounded legit to me.
Right.
All right. That sounded like a reasonable thing.
Hmm.
So I gave him a copy of my orders, knowing that I had others back on the boat. I could get them replaced with no problem, you know. So we flew over and we were in the bar. Boat comes in, everything's fine. Incident's over is my mine, right? But no, I was back in Pearl, been back for a while, and the administration guy comes running into the shop. He says, Pete, Clarey wants to see you.
Uh,
I said, what do you mean Clarey wants to see you? He says, we got a message. You've got to go up to see Admiral Clarey now. He's the commander in chief of the fleet. You don't say no. I ran.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
left. I
Yeah.
went to the barracks. I got dressed in my white uniform, dress whites, because you don't.
Oh yeah.
Listed guy does not go see an admiral in casual clothes.
Right.
All right. And I'm sweating bullets anyway. So I got my dress whites, got up there, saw the lieutenant commander who was the adjutant for commander. I mean, this guy's way up, but he's still the secretary for the admiral, right? He marches me in the office and Claire's at his desk. He's working on stuff. He made the announcement, Petty Officer Neal is here to see you as requested. He acknowledged it. I'm standing there shaking like a leaf. I'm scared to death. I'm a third class petty officer, way down the ranks. So finally, he stops doing what he's doing. He puts it off to one side. He looks across the desk and he looks at me and he says, Petty Officer Neal, do you want to explain to me why I've got a bill for 50 gallons of helicopter fuel coming out of Korea?
Mm.
I go, what? And it suddenly dawned on me my orders to that Army pilot. He had charged the fuel for the damn helicopter
Ah.
to my orders that I had given him to cover me in case something happened.
Right. That guy.
I'd been had.
yeah. Yeah.
So I very carefully and very nervously explained to Admiral Clarey the story just like I've told you on this podcast. Yeah.
And how did he take it?
Very well. He says, Petty Officer Neal, he says, I sign your orders so you can get the mission done. This was not getting the mission done. However, it got your mission done for that evening, and you then completed a successful mission thereafter.
Hmm.
So there's no punishment. Just don't ever do that again.
Okay.
Dismissed. And off I went. I said, thank you, sir. Bailed out of there at a heartbeat. But that was my one run-in with Admiral Clarey personally.